Five more positive cases reported in Bengaluru. Two cases are reported from Padra and Pura. One case each reported from Fraser Town, Austin Town and Lakasandra. Total number of cases in the state has risen to 1,743, whereas the death toll is constant at 41. Bengaluru Police Commissioner Bhaskar Rao announced that the curfew will be imposed across Bengaluru from Saturday evening at 7 p.m. to Monday morning at 7 a.m. Rao said that only essential services would be allowed in the city and action would be taken against the people who violate lockdown.
ನಾಲ್ಕು ಮುಗಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಶನಿವಾರ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗೋ ಕರ್ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೋಮವಾರ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 7 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ಜಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ.
Lalji Nagar area near Lakasandra has been sealed down completely, and this comes after new cases were reported from the area on Friday. Police visited the area and sealed down the area to ensure that people don't venture out of their homes. The BBMP has generated 3,43,000 rupees so far by collecting fines on people who are not wearing masks. The BBMP started imposing fines for not wearing masks from May 3rd. Around 1,715 people were fined 200 rupees for not wearing masks. The Health Department is awaiting the COVID-19 test results of around 700 people who returned from other countries, and it is expected soon. People have returned from the US, Singapore, UAE, Malaysia and several other countries. Several people entering Karnataka from Tamil Nadu without permission from the state government. People are entering Karnataka through Attibele border. Apparently, a large number of people are entering the state as there is a lapse in the security deployment at checkposts on the borders. Now, people entering from other states has become a matter of concern. A large number of cases are being reported among the people who have returned from other states. Bengaluru police have closed the road through which people were entering the state illegally from Tamil Nadu. The police were also seen lathi charging and sending back people who were crossing the borders without permission.
ಈ ಬಾರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಕೆಲ ದಾರಿಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ ಬಂದು ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 10 ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂತದನ್ನು ಗುರುತು ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಡ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ PDO ಅವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಮಟ್ಟದನ್ನು ಸಕ್ರಿಯಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಜಾಗೃತಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು.
BBMP Commissioner B.H. Anil Kumar visited Padra and Pura to check on the situation. Padra and Pura is identified as a containment zone. And speaking about people coming out of their homes in the containment zone, Anil Kumar said that only people living in buffer zones are coming out of their homes and not those in the containment zone. DCP Ramesh Banot was also present with the BBMP Commissioner during his visit. Residents of Shivaji Nagar, which has been declared as a containment zone, continues to violate lockdown order. People were seen out on the streets without masks and jumping barricades. Now the policemen have been left helpless in this situation. The Anti-Corruption Bureau conducted raids on the residence of CCB ACP Prabhu Shankar after officials of the CCB were accused of receiving kickbacks from cigarette and mask vendors. An FIR has been registered against the tainted officials. In a shocking incident, a 25-year-old woman identified as Nayana was murdered by Tippesh Swami, who was a cab driver in Marathalli. The duo were in a live-in relationship, and a tiff between the two of them turned ugly on May 19th, and the woman was hit on the head with a frying pan, after which she succumbed to her injuries. The accused reportedly surrendered before the cops after the incident. CCB sleuths raided a citizen of Ivory Coast for selling drugs in the city. Police say that the suspect came to India on business visa and stayed in Bengaluru even after the expiry of his visa. 50 grams of cocaine and 13 grams of MDMA have been seized from the suspect. Passengers were seen waiting for buses to Ramanagara, Channapatna and Mysuru at the satellite bus station in Mysore Road. The passengers were seen waiting for buses while also maintaining social distancing. 7 trains from 3 different railway stations took the migrant workers back from Bengaluru to various North Indian states. 3 trains from Cantonment railway station left and 2 trains scheduled to leave from the city railway station also ferried migrant workers, and the remaining 2 trains were also ferried migrant workers from Chikkabanavara railway station. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa took to Twitter and said that the state government would bear the travel expenses of the migrant workers who are travelling to other states and within the states. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa said that the people from Maharashtra are not allowed to enter Karnataka. The government has issued an order regarding the same during a video conference. Yediyurappa has asked Deputy Chief Ministers to ensure that people don't cross the border and enter the state illegally through Belagavi and Vijayapura. Cab drivers of the city have decided to install acrylic sheets in their cabs to ensure social distancing is maintained, and the acrylic sheets would cost them 4,500 rupees to install them in the car. It was first introduced in Kerala, and now Karnataka is following the footsteps of God's own country.
ಇದು ಅಕ್ರಿಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಶೀಟನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸೀತ್ರು ಇದು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಶಾರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು.
Farmers will get up to 3 lakh rupees short-term loan with zero interest from agriculture cooperative banks. This comes after Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa directed the banks to provide loans with zero interest to the farmers. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa chaired a meeting with the Primary and Secondary Education Minister Suresh Kumar. The Education Minister submitted a report to the Chief Minister about the developments in the education sector. The meeting comes after dates of exams were announced for SSLC and PUC English paper. The Education Department has decided to merge the Department of Pre-University Education and Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board and make it a unified board. The state government has given its approval to the Education Department for the merger. BJP MP Shobha Karandlaje took to Twitter and urged the Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa not to take back the complaint filed against Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi. A case has been filed against Sonia Gandhi for criticizing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's PM Care scheme, which is created to help the people who are affected by COVID-19. Srimati Sonia Gandhi and Indian National Congress must apologize to the country for insulting PM Shri Narendra Modi. I request Chief Minister Shri B.S. Yediyurappa not to withdraw the case filed against Sonia Gandhi and appreciate the police officer for acting accordingly to law. Hashtag we stand with police. Opposition leader Siddaramaiah alleged that Minister Bharati Basuraj has illegally stored the ration kits meant for the labourers' distribution. Now, he also alleged that the minister was distributing the kits by imprinting his name on them. Congress leaders staged a protest in K.R.Puram over this issue. Former Chief Minister and opposition leader Siddaramaiah lashed out at state and union governments. Siddaramaiah said that the BJP government is the worst government that he has ever seen in his political career. He alleged that the Chief Minister is busy with transferring officers instead of focusing on the current problems. KPCC President D.K. Shivkumar said that the government must conduct Gram Panchayat elections on scheduled dates without citing COVID-19 as the reason to delay them. Shivkumar also threatened to stage a protest if the government postpones the elections. Congress leaders distributed food kits to the needy in Hegganahalli in Nelamangla. Congress leaders Krishna Bairegowda and B.L. Shankar were present at the spot. People were waiting in long queues to collect their ration kits. Social distancing was ignored. Bangalore Development Authority, or the BDA, has decided to auction corner sites from June. It has identified over 12,000 corner sites in Bengaluru. It has now decided to auction 700 sites every 15 days. Apparently, it has decided to do so to fill up the coffers. The state government earned a profit of 982 crore rupees from liquor sales during the last 17 days. The highest single-day collection is 112 crore rupees, which was recorded on May 12th, and the lowest single-day collection was 12 crore rupees, which was reported on the 5th of May. A rowdy cheater named Kiran Kumar has committed suicide near Shigehalli Cross in Nelamangla. He had fought with his friends a few days back over a financial dispute, and the deceased parents have now registered a complaint at Madanayakanahalli police station.